It's important for us to understand is this power that, though it has a Sanskrit term, Kundalini, Shakti, that power is universal, and its expression is universal. And it can come up and be seen and experienced in every tradition, in its figures of the divine. And so one of the things that happened to me along the way in the unfolding of Kundalini sadhana and meditation practice was one time in meditation, Shakti, who sometimes appears to me quite vividly, just like the Lady of Light, she appears quite vividly as a form of consciousness, and will give instructions. And at one point she said, you need to learn about me as Tara in the Buddhist tradition. And I didn't know much at all. I hadn't studied that aspect of Buddhist tradition, especially the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, though I had done practices in the past, not Tara practices. And then she actually said, and specifically you should also learn about black Tara and red Tara. And I didn't even know there was a black Tara and a red Tara. And so my response of my mind to her was, of course, I will do that. Could you give me some help, because I have no idea who I would turn to for that. If you want me to do this, I will do this. Show me the way. And interestingly, a few weeks later, somebody contacted me who had been having Kundalini experiences and wanted to consult with me about that, kind of awakening experiences. And as she began working with me, it turned out that she had been and was a student of a very high Lama, His Eminence Sewang Sita Rinpoche, who's the head of an ancient monastery in Bhutan, the Sengatang monastery in Bhutan. And he is a master of the Tara tradition. And it turned out then that he was the connection. And her coming to see me, she then told him some about my background, and he said, oh, he happened to be visiting in Memphis, Tennessee. So who else but Shakti could arrange this? So I went there, and he gave me empowerments into the Tara tradition. And it was obviously the very same Shakti. I mean, my experience was just that this is her living presence, whether she puts on the robes of Mother Mary, or Mary Magdalene, or Tara, or Karuna, or Kuan Yin, or the Shekinah, whatever garb she dresses herself in and then presents that graceful form to us, the same essence is there. And I've experienced that over and over again across traditions, including shamanic traditions. So that living presence, we shouldn't get caught up in it. It's not owned by one form or represented by one form. That living presence of grace is that throb that can carry us back home into what the divine is. And she's there in all these traditions.